Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be tackling a really fascinating topic, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Financial freedom and wealth building.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not just talking about, basic budgeting tips or anything like that.
Right.
We're going deeper.
I like it.
And we're going to be exploring the insights of financial expert Paulo Vieira.
Okay, cool.
We've got a YouTube video and a transcript to guide us today.
Awesome.
Now, Vieira, he's been coaching for 25 years.
Wow.
He's worked with everyone from the super rich to people who are really struggling financially.
Oh, wow. So he's seen it all.
Yeah, he's got a pretty diverse perspective.
That's really cool.
I think what I find most interesting about Vieira's work
Yeah.
is that he doesn't just focus on, what you should do with your money.
Yeah.
He really dives into, the beliefs and the behaviors that make people financially successful.
The psychology of wealth.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
You can't just tell someone, okay, here's how to budget. Now you're going to be rich.
Right.
There's so much more to it than that.
Exactly. It's like the mindset piece.
Yeah.
That's really crucial.
Absolutely.
So, to kick things off,
Okay.
Vieira has 6 unique definitions of wealth.
That's okay.
You might be surprised to hear they're not all about having, piles of cash.
Right.
Okay, the first one
Okay.
is living on your own terms,
Like that.
according to your possibilities,
Okay.
not your limitations.
Mm.
What do you think that means for just, the average person?
Yeah. Not someone who's already super wealthy.
Exactly.
Well, I think it's about, it's about making choices that align with your values.
Okay.
Not feeling pressured to keep up with the Joneses or drowning in debt, just to maintain a certain lifestyle.
Okay.
Like, imagine if you had the freedom to choose a job that you loved,
Yeah.
even if it paid a bit less, or to take that dream vacation without feeling guilty,
Right.
because you've planned for it, you've saved for it. That, to me, is living on your own terms.
We love that.
You're not limited by your finances, you're in control.
It's about feeling in control of your money
Yeah.
instead of it controlling you.
Exactly.
And, Vieira, he actually walks the walk.
Oh, yeah.
He and his wife, they decided early on they were going to save and invest 50% of their income from the very beginning.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That takes some serious dedication
It does.
to stick to that.
Yeah, and it really highlights how, the choices we make early on can really snowball over time.
Absolutely.
And that actually ties into his second definition of wealth,
Okay.
which is financial freedom to make choices.
I like that.
So it's about having the resources to pursue different opportunities, to take risks, to really create a life
Yeah.
that reflects your priorities.
Right.
Think about it. How many times have you had to say no to something
Oh, all the time.
that you really wanted to do because of financial limitations?
Yep.
This definition is about breaking free from those constraints.
That resonates with me for sure.
Yeah, so we've got living on your own terms,
Mm-hmm.
financial freedom to make choices.
Okay.
What's the next piece of the puzzle in Vieira's framework?
Well, the third definition is security and stability for your family.
Okay.
So it's about creating that sense of safety and well-being for yourself and your loved ones.
Right.
This could mean, having an emergency fund, owning your own home,
Yeah.
or simply knowing that you can provide for your family's needs without constantly worrying.
Without that stress.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially in today's world
For sure.
where things feel so unpredictable.
Right.
I think it's interesting because these first 3 definitions
Yeah.
are things that a lot of people crave,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of their income level.
Absolutely.
It's not about being a millionaire.
It's about that feeling of security.
It's about feeling grounded and secure.
Yeah. It really shows that wealth is multifaceted.
Yeah.
It's not just one thing.
It's more than just money.
Exactly.
And the 4th definition really emphasizes that, a life of purpose and meaning.
I like that.
It's about aligning your finances with your passions, your values,
Right.
your desire to make a positive impact on the world.
Make a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this could look like, supporting a cause you believe in, maybe starting a business
Yeah.
that aligns with your purpose,
Right.
or simply having the freedom to spend your time doing what you love.
Yeah, having that flexibility.
It's like money becomes a tool to amplify your purpose.
Yes.
It's not the end goal in itself.
not just about the money. It's about what you do with it.
Right. I think that's such a powerful shift in perspective.
Yeah, definitely.
So on to definition number 5. What does Vieira have to say?
The 5th definition is enjoying life's experiences.
Okay.
And this is about recognizing that wealth is meant to be enjoyed.
Not just hoard it.
Not just accumulated, yeah? It's about creating memories, traveling, trying new things, sharing your abundance with loved ones, finding joy and fulfillment in the present moment.
I can get behind that.
For sure.
I think it's a good reminder to not get so caught up in building wealth that we forget to actually live.
To actually enjoy it, right?
Experience life.
Exactly.
It's about finding that balance.
Exactly. Finding that balance.
Okay, so last but not least, definition number 6.
The 6th definition is leaving a legacy.
Okay.
And this one focuses on the impact we have beyond our own lifetime.
I see.
So it's about using our wealth to create a better future for our children, our communities, the world at large.
Okay.
This could involve philanthropic giving, investing in sustainable businesses, or simply passing on values of financial responsibility to the next generation.
So it's about looking beyond our own immediate needs, considering that ripple effect
of our financial choices.
Exactly.
I think what's interesting about all 6 of these definitions is that none of them require you to be super rich.
That's true.
They're more about mindset.
It's about your attitude toward wealth.
And intention than a specific dollar amount.
Yeah, and anyone can cultivate that wealthy mindset.
Exactly.
Regardless of their current situation.
It's about shifting our beliefs and behaviors to align with these broader definitions.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've unpacked these 6 definitions. Now, Vieira also talks about a 6-step behavioral sequence for actually building wealth, right?
He does, and this is where it gets really practical.
Okay.
This sequence outlines the key stages people go through on their path to financial freedom.
Okay.
And the steps are make money, have money,
got it,
invest money, use money, give money,
right,
and continue to have money.
So 6 steps.
6 steps.
Not necessarily linear, though, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's not always a straight path.
Yeah.
But each step requires its own set of beliefs and skills.
So you could be amazing at making money,
right,
but terrible at saving it or investing it wisely.
Exactly. It's like being a great chef who never cleans their kitchen.
Oh, I like that.
Eventually, it all falls apart.
Yeah, it all falls apart.
Right.
So tell me more about these steps.
Yeah.
What does it really mean to have money, for example?
Well, having money goes beyond just earning a paycheck.
Okay.
It's about developing the discipline to save, manage your expenses, and build that solid financial foundation.
Okay.
It's about delaying gratification.
Okay.
And making conscious choices about how you use your resources.
So being intentional.
Yes, very intentional.
You might know someone who makes a good income.
Right.
But they're always struggling.
Always broke.
Yeah, because they haven't mastered the art of
having money.
Having money.
Yeah.
It's about being responsible with your finances. Not just letting it slip through your fingers.
Letting it slip away.
So if having money is about saving and managing,
right,
then investing money must be about putting those savings to work.
Exactly. Investing money is about understanding different asset classes.
Okay.
Managing risk, growing your wealth over time.
It's about making your money work for you.
Exactly. Make it work for you, not the other way around.
But Vieira emphasizes that this step requires a different set of skills, different beliefs.
Yeah. You need to be comfortable with taking calculated risks, understanding market cycles, having a long-term perspective.
It's like learning a new language.
It is.
You need to study, practice, maybe even find a mentor.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't just jump into the stock market
no way.
Without doing your research first.
Right. You got to do your homework.
So this highlights Vieira's point that sustainable wealth and happiness, they come from mastering all 6 of these belief systems.
All 6. You got to be well-rounded.
Yeah. Not just good at 1 or 2 aspects.
It's about the whole picture.
So where do you feel strongest and weakest within this framework?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah.
That's something for everyone to think about.
What beliefs might be holding you back?
Yeah, what are those limiting beliefs?
Now, before we move on,
okay,
I want to touch on something that Vieira warns against.
Uh-oh, what's that?
It's having expectations that exceed your financial competence.
I see.
What does he mean by that?
He's observed that a lot of people, especially those new to wealth building, they often set unrealistic expectations.
Okay.
They see those flashy success stories.
Like that overnight millionaire.
Yeah, and they think, oh, I can do that too.
Easy.
But the reality is building true sustainable wealth.
Yeah.
It takes time, knowledge, experience.
It's a process.
It is a process. It's a journey.
So it's like trying to run a marathon with no training.
Oof. Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself.
You're setting yourself up for disappointment.
And probably financial disaster.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
What would you say to someone who's feeling really motivated
to
achieve financial freedom?
Yeah.
But maybe they don't know where to start.
I would say focus on building a solid foundation of financial knowledge first.
Okay.
Take courses, read books.
Give it research.
Find a mentor.
Yeah.
And gradually increase your financial responsibility.
So those baby steps?
Baby steps. Celebrate the small wins along the way.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Exactly.
Now, something else that Vieira dives into is the impact of our past experiences, especially during childhood, on our money mindset.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He even shares a personal story.
Oh, really?
About how his own children, despite being raised in a very financially abundant environment, they developed very different beliefs about money.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I think it's those subtle cues and experiences that can really shape our deep-seated beliefs about money and worthiness.
Even if you're not consciously aware of it.
Exactly. Even seemingly insignificant things, like hearing your parents constantly worry about money.
Yeah.
Or witnessing financial struggles.
Or even just little phrases they use.
Exactly.
Like money doesn't grow on trees.
Right.
You hear that enough as a kid, you might develop a scarcity mindset.
Even if your family is relatively well off.
Exactly. It's those ingrained beliefs.
And this is where that concept of synaptic memory comes in.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So our brains, they create neural pathways based on our experiences. And those paths, even if they're based on negative or limiting beliefs, can keep us repeating the same patterns.
At least actively try to change them.
Unless we consciously work to rewire them.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, it's like those well-worn paths in the forest. You keep walking the same route.
Yeah.
It becomes deeper.
Harder to break out of.
And harder to deviate from.
Okay, I see.
But if you consciously choose a new path, eventually a new, stronger path will form.
So we can create new pathways.
Exactly.
Based on more positive beliefs.
And the good news is we can reprogram those old limiting patterns through conscious effort and exposure to new experiences.
So it's like learning a new skill.
Exactly.
It takes time and effort.
It takes dedication, but it's possible. But it's possible to change your financial vocabulary.
I love that analogy.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have.
We've explored Vieira's 6 unique definitions of wealth. Delved into the first 3 steps of his behavioral sequence, and touched on the importance of recognizing how those past experiences can shape our money mindset.
That's powerful stuff.
And now, I know Vieira also offers some very specific advice on investing, business skills, and achieving different levels of financial freedom.
I'm ready for it.
Shall we dive into those next?
Let's do it.
All right, let's pick up where we left off. With Vieira's 6-step behavioral sequence, we've covered make money, have money, and invest money.
Got it.
So what's the next stage in this journey?
The 4th step is use money.
Okay.
And it might seem pretty obvious. But Vieira has a specific perspective on this.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's not just about spending your hard-earned cash. It's about using it consciously and strategically to enhance your life and well-being.
So it's about being mindful.
Yes, very mindful.
About how you're spending and making sure it serves your greater purpose.
Aligning it with your values and goals.
Would you say that's accurate?
Absolutely.
So it's not about depriving yourself?
No, not at all.
Or being overly frugal?
It's about finding that balance between enjoying the fruits of your labor and making smart choices that support your long-term well-being.
Vieira emphasizes developing self-awareness.
Yes, that's crucial.
When it comes to spending.
It's about understanding your habits, your triggers.
The things that make you spend.
The emotional factors that come into play.
Right, because sometimes it's not even about the money.
Exactly. It can be very emotional.
So how do you suggest people approach this use money step?
He recommends taking a close look at your spending patterns. And asking yourself some key questions.
Like what?
Well, are your choices aligned with your values and goals?
That's a good one.
Are there areas where You're overspending, spending mindlessly.
Without thinking.
Could you redirect some of that spending
towards
things that bring you more joy or support your long-term security?
So it's about being really intentional.
Very intentional.
With every dollar that you spend.
Yeah, and making adjustments based on your priorities.
Taking control.
Taking control, exactly.
So you're not letting money control you.
Right, you're the one in charge.
You're using it as a tool.
A tool to create the life you want.
Now, after use money comes the step that often surprises people.
Oh, which one is that?
Give money.
Give money. Okay.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it seems counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, especially if you're not wealthy.
Exactly, if you're struggling to make ends meet.
How can you give money away?
Right, it seems like the last thing you should do.
So how does Vieira address that?
He believes that giving, even in small amounts, can shift your energy and mindset around money.
It's about recognizing that you have enough to share.
Yeah, fostering a sense of abundance.
Rather than scarcity.
Exactly, it's a mindset shift.
So it's not about giving until it hurts.
No, not at all.
It's about cultivating generosity, recognizing that abundance can flow in multiple directions.
That's a beautiful concept.
So even a small percentage of your income.
Yeah, whatever you can manage.
It can make a difference.
It's about aligning your finances with your values.
And making a positive impact.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered the first 5 steps.
Make money, have money, invest money, use money, give money.
That brings us to the final step.
Okay, what's the grand finale?
Continue to have money.
Continue to have money, all right?
What does that entail?
This step is all about sustainability.
Okay.
Making sure that wealth continues to grow and support you.
So it's not about reaching a milestone and then coasting.
No, it's about ongoing vigilance, adaptation, growth.
It's a journey, not a destination.
A lifelong journey.
Now, you mentioned earlier that Vieira has specific advice on investing.
Yes, he does.
Could you elaborate on that?
He outlines 6 key areas.
Okay.
Financial investments, real estate investments, corporate business, and equity, which is buying shares in companies.
Got it.
And he emphasizes that each area has its own benefits and risks.
So you have to do your research.
Absolutely.
Understand your own risk tolerance.
Yeah, what are you comfortable with?
And choose investments that align with your goals.
It's like choosing a hiking trail.
Ooh, I like that.
Some people prefer a gentle stroll. Others want a challenging climb.
There's no right or wrong answer.
It's about finding what suits you.
Could you give some specific examples within those areas?
Sure. Within financial investments, he recommends exploring stocks, bonds, mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. And he emphasizes diversification.
So not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Spread your investments to manage risk.
What about real estate?
For real estate, he suggests rental properties. Commercial real estate, or even real estate investment trusts, or REITs, which allow you to invest in real estate.
Without actually owning property.
Exactly. It's a more accessible option.
So even if you don't have a lot of capital,
you can still participate in the market.
Okay, that's good to know.
And then there's corporate business and equity investments.
So for those who are a bit more entrepreneurial,
Vieira is a big believer in entrepreneurship. He encourages starting your own business.
All right.
Acquiring existing businesses or investing in promising startups.
So taking that leap.
He sees it as a powerful path to wealth creation.
Okay, and in terms of equity investments?
He suggests researching and investing in publicly traded companies.
So actually buying shares.
Exactly, either individually or through mutual funds or ETFs that focus on specific sectors.
So it's about doing your homework.
Yeah, understanding the company's fundamentals, their management team, their growth potential.
It's not just about chasing the hot stock tip.
No, it's about making informed decisions.
Based on solid research.
Exactly.
Now, Vieira also has some strong opinions on sales and business skills.
He does. He believes everyone should develop them.
Even if they're not in a traditional business role.
Yeah, even if you're a teacher or a nurse.
How would those skills benefit them?
Think of it as persuasion with a purpose.
Okay.
Not just pushing products.
Right.
But effectively communicating your value.
So being able to advocate for yourself.
Exactly. A teacher might need to sell their ideas.
To students, colleagues.
To the school board. A nurse might need to sell a treatment plan.
To a patient.
To advocate for resources.
Okay, I see.
So it's about confidence, clarity.
Connecting with others.
To achieve a desired outcome.
Those skills can be applied in so many contexts.
Vieira's point is, We're all selling something.
Whether it's our ideas, our skills, our time.
And those persuasive skills are valuable.
In all areas of life.
Not just in business.
Okay, now before we wrap up, I want to touch on the 3 levels of financial freedom.
Okay, let's do it.
Can you walk us through those?
Of course, Vieira outlines 3 distinct levels.
Okay.
Each with its own criteria and benefits.
All right, starting with level 1.
Level 1 is having a monthly income that's 30% greater than your expenses.
So you have that buffer.
That breathing room in your budget.
For unexpected things?
Car repairs, medical bills, you're covered.
Okay, that makes sense.
Level 2 is having passive income.
Okay.
That covers all your basic living expenses.
So your investments or rental properties
are producing enough cash flow
to pay for your housing, food, essentials.
Exactly. You're free from the need to work a traditional job.
Wow, that sounds liberating.
It is. It's about financial independence.
Can you give me an example?
Imagine owning a few rental properties that generate enough to cover your mortgage and expenses.
Or a successful online business
that generates passive income through affiliate marketing.
So many possibilities.
The key is to create income streams that work for you.
So your money is working for you.
Rather than you constantly working for it.
Okay, what's the final level?
Level 3 is the ultimate goal.
I'm ready.
Passive income that equals or exceeds all your expenses.
So not just basic needs.
Everything. Complete freedom and flexibility.
Wow, true financial liberation.
You can pursue your passions, travel the world.
Give generously.
Create a life of purpose and meaning.
Without financial constraints. That sounds incredible.
It takes planning and discipline.
But it's possible.
Vieira believes anyone can work towards it.
Okay, so we've covered a lot.
The 6-step sequence, investing advice, the 3 levels of freedom.
Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap up? I think it's amazing how Vieira breaks down this, complex topic into such clear steps.
Right. It feels doable.
Yeah, it feels attainable, even if you're starting from 0.
Exactly. And remember what we talked about? Synaptic memory.
Right.
You can rewire your brain for success.
By choosing new thoughts.
New behaviors.
Shifting from scarcity to abundance.
Exactly.
So to make this all a bit more concrete,
Vieira
suggests an exercise.
I like exercise.
Based on his sequence.
Right. Walk me through it.
So imagine you just got paid.
Okay, payday.
Before you do anything else, set aside a percentage for investment.
Okay, prioritize investing.
Maybe 5%, 15%, whatever feels right.
Invest money.
A step.
What comes next?
Then pay yourself. Okay.
Set aside a percentage for personal use.
So that's have money.
Enjoying your hard work.
A little treat. A weekend trip.
Exactly.
That's step.
Donate a percentage to a cause you believe in.
Okay, so that's give money.
Cultivating abundance.
Even a small donation helps.
It all adds up.
All right, what's next?
Now, the practical stuff. Pay your bills on time.
Essential.
Stay financially healthy.
Avoid those late fees.
Be responsible.
What's the last step?
Whatever's left over.
Okay.
Allocate it to your dreams and goals.
So saving for a house, paying off debt.
Starting a business, that vacation we talked about.
It's about aligning your money with your aspirations.
And taking action.
It's about having choices.
Creating the life you want.
Now, pay attention to how these actions make you feel.
Ooh, good point.
Do you feel empowered, generous, secure?
Those emotions are powerful.
It's a mindset makeover.
By consciously making those choices.
You're reinforcing those beliefs.
Rewiring for success.
And it's not about being perfect.
Start small. Be consistent.
Gradually increase those percentages.
It's a journey, not a race.
Now, any final insights before we wrap up?
Remember, financial freedom. It's not just about the numbers.
Right.
It's about freedom to live a life you love.
Aligned with your values, your purpose.
Feeling empowered, secure.
Generous.
Shifting to abundance.
In your thoughts and actions.
Don't be afraid to seek help.
Find resources, a community.
Never underestimate your beliefs.
They shape your reality.
This journey is rewarding.
With challenges and triumphs along the way.
Absolutely.
Before we sign off, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay.
Think about those 6 definitions of wealth. Which one resonates most with you?
Right now.
And how can you start living it today?
It's been a pleasure diving into this.
Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive, too.